A new era for the Simulation Football League begins in Liberty Park. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the host of the first regular season matchup on SFL 4K23. It's the Houston Headhunters taking on their longtime rival, the Sioux Falls Sparrows. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. It's Chris Curtis, it's Wade Phillips on the call. And Wade, a matchup, two of the longest storied rivals in the SFL at another chapter. This one looks quite a bit different.
That's right, and they're looking to start their own, turn a page and start their legacy off with a bang here in the beginning of the 2K4 the era, and it'll be an exciting addition.
Yeah, the more things change, the more they stay the same. However, got a couple of longtime quarterbacks for both these rosters. Dave Burr for Houston, who's been with them for a couple of seasons, and then Julian Tyree, who basically has investment property on Liberty Park Field. This is another chapter in that rivalry, as Houston will get this ball first to start things out in South Dakota. So good start, good day, good evening to you at home as we welcome you in. Thanks for spending your evening with us here on the SFL. We're ready to go. Hopefully you guys are as well. Good stuff. That is Andrew Warren. I'm sorry. That is Zashu Black, the kicker, who sends it off deep. And we are underway as Houston gets this ball first, gets it out to about the 25-yard line, and first down from the 28 as Greg Corky brings it out.
Yeah, and really tonight I'd like to see Houston try to get that run game going. In the preseason, they just could not get anything going on the run. But we'll see if they can balance it out and come with a balanced attack.
Speaking of the run game, Josh Slapp and GP Wells, your main tandem in the halfback duo there. And then Jalen Wells, the fullback on the Houston roster as well. They start out in the offset single back formation. It'll be a toss play, a spin move out to the 30-yard line, a gain of 2. Not much more than that, but at least a couple of yards to start off. Positive gain.
That's right. They got the few yards they got, and then the Sioux Falls defense swarmed right to them and brought them down.
Jay Ringgold on the stop there. I formation for Dave Burr. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, just shy of the 30-yard line on second down. Handoff through the right side. Good looking run. Will get them 6 more yards. And that is Josh Slapp, his second carry.
That was a great run. The blocking did their work, and the fullback was out in front. Couldn't quite chip that defender enough to get him for the first down, but great look for a 3rd and short.
Sioux Falls trying to get their defense off the field. Quick 3rd down and 2 from the 36-yard line. Toss play right side. Got the first down off the spin. That is clutch for Josh Slapp, who gets enough yards plus 1, 1st and 10 for Houston.
I like to say that was good blocking, but that was an incredible broken tackle by Josh Slapp to get that first down. That was all him on that play.
I formation again. They seem to like this setup. Burr, right side, throws, caught. First pass of the... No, he's incomplete. It was knocked out of his hands. That was close, but very good defense on the back end of that by Terrell Davis to knock that out of the hands at second down.
Amazing defense right there by Davis. He forced a drop on a almost sure first down. It looked like he came down with it, but great stop.
I believe that was Mike St. Green, the intended target there. Twins to the right, the offset eye. Handoff. That's Slapp again, trying to get to the outside, has the outside, turns the corner and gets quite a few. 3rd and 3 after a 7-yard gain on second down.
That was a very successful run right there. Got him 7, but it looked like he had all day to run back there and got to the corner and then went out on his own. So we'll look to see if Sioux Falls can stop this run game.
Another I formation. Burr backs it up. 5-step drop. Plenty of time in the pocket. He moves, throws left. Caught! That's a lot of green in front of him as well. What a grab by Mike St. Green on the left side of the field. 1st and 10 inside Sioux Falls territory.
Old Trusty right there. Got it. Got right behind the defense. Found the soft spot and then had room to run. And the defense got to him right there. Jay Ringgold was the stop. And that was, if he hadn't have stopped him, I think he's off to the races.
Very good work by Mike St. Green to get open and give his man Dave Burr a target. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, offset single back. They tossed from this formation earlier. This will be a throw over the middle, and it's caught, and he is gone. Touchdown. I said earlier, the more things change, the more they stay the same. It's DR Sim for another tally, and it's a touchdown for Houston.
That was an amazing throw, amazing catch, great run. Watch that, just crisp route, right, just threaded the needle because that defender, the safety, was right there to try to pop that route, but didn't get it, and now we have pay dirt.
Extra point is up, and it is through. So DR Sim adds a tally onto his all-time totals. Sonny J adds in the extra. And, man, it looked like they were trying to jump that route, Wade, on the defensive side, and DR Sim was having none of it, and Houston has a 7-0 lead because of it.
That's right. It was just the perfect pass, and you couldn't have asked for any better pass from Dave Burr. It was just threaded the needle and just did not let the safety jump that route.
And back is AJ Levy on the return. He'll have it from the 10, 15 to the 20. And he will get taken down at the 25-yard line. And actually, that's not AJ Levy on the return, believe it or not. I thought for sure it would be. But either way, very good work to get it out of the backfield. And here we go. Sioux Falls on the comeback here, trying to answer the touchdown that Houston just put up.
And it looked like that was the backup tight end, Miles Portis, on that return. So an interesting look on the return.
Hey, and whatever works, I guess. 1st and 10 from the Sioux Falls 25. Julian Tyree is under center. He's been under center for Sioux Falls for a long, long time. I formation for him. Hand off Jason Williams, and Williams gets taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not much further than that. It was Garrett Evans on the stop.
No, and it looks like Houston has already shored up the middle of their defense because that's where they got gashed in their preseason game.
Jason Williams, the running back, Charlemagne Cornelius, the fullback, 22 and 20 respectively. I formation for Sioux Falls. Toss play to Williams, and he'll gain 3. Not much more than that, and a 3rd down coming, and a chance now for Houston to get their defense off the field.
In their preseason game, they got a 3 and out of actually forced a punt on their first defensive possession. So far, living up to that, we'll see if Sioux Falls can get out of this little slump and get something started. 3
to the right, 1 to the left for Tyree. Single back is Williams. Tyree looks, moves left. Plenty of time. Now we'll heave it downfield, and it's well overthrown. There is some laundry on the field. We'll see what Stripes says for the first time today, and it's DPI.
Yeah, it bails them out. That's never what you want on that first drive, any drive really, but you just can't have that. And it looked like Brady Clark was the culprit on the pass interference. Yep, can't do that. Yep. And unfortunately impeded the progress of the receiver. So looks like a 1st down in Sioux Falls.
And in hockey, they call that interference. In football, they call that defensive pass interference. So 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls from the spot of the foul. That moves them quite a bit upfield, as that will move them onto the Houston side of the 50 to the 46. Single back formation. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw it. Time for Tyree. Wings it over the middle. That one's caught. Well thrown ball, and it found its target with no effective delay on that. That is Joseph Bodette, the wide receiver.
And that's exactly what they needed. Get this drive started a little bit more. Had the defensive pass interference, but look at this. Just perfect window to catch it. He stayed strong with the hit from the safety, held on to it, 1st down.
6 and 28 left here in the first quarter of play. 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls. Handoff. Williams trying to work his way through. He will get nowhere. Back to the line of scrimmage and no further than that. 2nd and 10.
And right there was the Houston defense again, getting to the ball quick and stopping them for no gain. I'm impressed so far in early on with how Houston has changed up their performance in the preseason to now.
Offset I formation again. Looking to throw it. That's over the middle, caught, 1st and goal as Sioux Falls has a chance here. A.J. Warren with the grab, and Sioux Falls knocking on the door.
Great one-handed catch, jumped up midair, one hands it, brings it down with contact. Watch this. Goes up, one hand, boom, gets hit and goes down. Still collects it, 1st down, and now we're looking at a very short field for the Sioux Falls offense.
Chance for Sioux Falls to get themselves a touchdown here. 5.5 minutes left in this first quarter, trying to answer the Houston score early on. I formation, goal line defense from Houston. Williams, the deep back on an I formation. Looking to throw it. Tyree looks, throws left side, caught. Not much to it. That's Williams in the backfield, but he caught it and they got nailed out of bounds. Couldn't do anything with it. Kai Cash, the corner on the defense.
Very solid job watching that flat, not letting anybody get by him. They caught it and no gain, and now Sioux Falls trying to scramble and get something on 2nd and goal.
See what they can do. Split backs look. Sioux Falls looking for their first touchdown of the new era. That's a handoff. It's a toss play to Williams, and it's a touchdown. Sparrows got in. We are 1 extra point away from being tied up.
And that was the absolute perfect play for Sioux Falls. They needed it right there. Everybody blocked perfectly on that. Everybody got a hat on someone, and right there, Jason Williams just saunters into the end zone for a touchdown, and now Sioux Falls 1 extra point away from tying it up, and it looks like we've got ourselves a ball game.
Zashiel Black will come in and try to add on the extra point. Good look from Sioux Falls on that drive. Kick is up. It is away, and it is good. Good work. 7 plays, 75 yards, and took away just shy of 3 minutes off the clock. And we're still 5 minutes away from the end of the first quarter. So good start for both of these offenses.
Yeah, very methodical drives for both squads. And we're looking to see some fireworks early on.
Certainly looks like it. Greg Corky will be back ready to return this kickoff. And that is in the back of the end zone, kneeled down for a touchback. So back onto the field comes the Houston offense. Dave Burr ready to go back out there. He was a pretty good at accuracy through that first drive. He had one that was incomplete to Mike St. Green, but he found Mike St. Green when it mattered for the touchdown. And it will be him on 1st down with one to his left. Throws over the middle. That one's caught in front of 2 Sparrow receivers. DR Sim one more time.
That's right. DR Sim is looking automatic today. And really, it's looking like they're leaning on Mike St. Green and Simeon tonight. Sims, DR, and really, if they can just keep doing that, get the run game started a little bit, they've got some offensive explosions.
And they would be in good shape. Josh Slapp has been decent so far as well. We'll see what they can do on this new 1st down from the 35-yard line. Handoff. Slapp spins past 1. Can't spin past 3. He's going to have 1 yard. 2nd and 9 coming up there. Alexander on the stop.
And that's another play that the Sioux Falls defense needed. They needed to get a short gain. Got him to 2nd and 9, and now the defense has to come strong because they've just got to get a stop. That way Houston can get their defense back out there.
Looking to throw it. Burr, left side. That one is incomplete. Man, that was close. What a defensive play as well to knock that out of the hands by John Barnhart, who nearly jumped that route.
And just exploded into the receiver to knock that ball down. I don't know if he even had a chance at that because it was just a bang, bang play. Hit him right at the perfect time.
3rd and 9 coming up. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Burr backs it up. 5-step drop, plenty of time. The pocket collapses, and he gets taken down. That is exactly what Sioux Falls needed on the defensive side. Mike Wagner, the defensive tackle, gets home on the sack.
They had to have that. And tonight it's going to be a battle of the two different quarterback styles. For Sioux Falls, they have Julian Tyree, who's more of a scrambler, whereas Houston has Dave Bird, that's more of a classic pocket passer. And so far, they've already got a sack, so it'll be a theme to watch.
Good pressure by the Sioux Falls defensive line. They get home to cause the fourth down. Fair catch called for at the 34-yard line. And that is exactly where Sioux Falls will start this next drive. Good work as Ryan Davis will catch that one, bring it in. Here we go. Sioux Falls with now a chance to take the lead. 3:27 left in this first quarter.
So it's Houston that blinks first, and we'll see if Sioux Falls can make them pay for that moment of supposed weakness.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Toss play. Williams going to try to break a tackle, does with a stiff arm. Has a chance to turn the corner and gets the first down as he steps out of bounds. 3:22 left and a new set for Sioux Falls.
And that was all Williams right there. He got beat in the backfield, but broke the tackle and picked up the first down. So far, he's been able to get going, and it's been all him on the offense.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Offset I. Tyree ready to go. Looks to throw it. Moves himself to the right. Quick throw. Caught. Not much to that one, but it does work out in their favor. That's the fullback, Charlemagne Cornelius. His first touch of the game is a catch for 7 yards.
First catch goes 7 officially, but I think he might have actually traveled about 14 or 15 yards on that play, but he got the 7-yard pickup.
So got to go back sometimes to go forward. Offset I, heavy set. Should be a Williams run based on this. Toss play, right side. Williams has the football. First down and more. Gets it to the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 again for the Sparrows.
The speed and burst got him enough to get the first down. The blocker just couldn't quite get to the defender in time to really spring him for a large gain, but got enough for the first down.
Single back, 3 to the right. They're in Houston territory for the second time tonight. Tyree throws right side and dropped. Probably should have been a catch, but honestly, K. Marion not catching that ball isn't the worst thing, as that one was going backwards all told.
Absolutely. I think, like you mentioned, if K. Marion catches that, it's, probably a loss of 1, maybe 2. So not a bad idea to just kind of drop that ball.
2 to the left, 1 in the backfield again. Nickel look on defense for Houston. Toss play now to Williams. They like the toss. Broken 2 tackles, tries to break 3. Somehow he hit the first contact was behind the line, and he still moved 4 yards to the positive. Did Jason Williams, 3rd and 6.
On that play, they're lucky that they got that stop on the 3rd tackle, because Houston was whiffing twice on that. And Houston's coaches are really going to be practicing some tackling skills in practice this coming week.
3 to the left, 1 to the right. Chance for Tyree, puts it out to the flat. It's going to be Williams, and he's going to be short. Not going to happen. Very good work on defense to make sure he stays where he is at. And that is going to create a 4th down decision here as Al Ingram went through to make the stop. And a punt coming from Sioux Falls to pin the Headhunters deep.
And so it looks like Sioux Falls blinks as well. So Houston gets a chance to get back out there and get at it.
Andrew Warren, the punter, will pin the Headhunters inside their own 10, it looks like. And that is where they will start this drive out at the 8-yard line.
Great punt by Andrew Warren, the contract punter, to pin them deep. Now the Headhunters on their own 8.
There's not a lot of distance between the quarterback and the start of his end zone. They're in the shadow of it. Offset I, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Expect a run here. Got it. It's a broken tackle, but kid didn't break the second one. 3-yard gain coming up here for Josh Slapp.
3 yards gets them just a little bit more breathing room, and they definitely wanted that because it opens it up, the playbook, just a little bit more. Still probably want to run just to avoid that end zone, but opens it up just a little bit more.
Just under a minute left in this first quarter of play. Offset I. Looking to throw it. Throws. Right side. Tipped and incomplete. There were a flock of Sparrows in the area, including that man, A.J. Levy, and it's 3rd long.
That's right. It was a definite flock over there. I saw 3, maybe 4 Sioux Falls players over there, and AJ Levy, the superstar, got his hand on it and broke up that pass.
Burr with a chance on third down. Got to get it to the 18 for a first. Motion man. Looks like it's St. Green moving left to right. Has the football. 5-step drop. Looks. Throws. Right side. It is tipped and incomplete. Another 3 and out as Terrell Davis gets in to stop that one again. And it's a punt coming from the Headhunters.
And he stood strong right there. Stayed in position and got a hand just enough to really cause issues with the receiver for Houston. They just couldn't see it, I guess. And Terrell Davis, great job getting that pass breakup.
That'll work. Will Stone putting this ball into the air for Houston. Up and gone and kicked it all the way down to the 38-yard line. But this is fantastic. This is fantastic field position for the Sioux Falls Sparrows as they try to take the lead.
Yeah, and you think at least with this field position, they can at least maybe get a field goal. You know, all they need to do is pick up, 5-6 yards, and they're at least maybe at the range of field goal position.
See if they can do it. Julian Tyree is under center in the offset eye once more. Another nickel look on defense for Houston. A feeling this will be a Williams run again. Nope, it'll be Tyree moving left, throwing short, caught. Not much to that one, but it is a fullback catch for Charlemagne Cornelius. It's a 4-yard gain.
That's one thing about Sioux Falls that you have to account for. They have such great playmakers at really all their backfield positions from fullback to halfback, and so you have to account for them on every play.
Split backs for Sioux Falls. Tight end off to the right. That's a play to Williams. Broken tackle to the 30, out to the 25 after a stiff arm. Goes out, they'll say, at the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 with 7 ticks left in the first.
And the awareness and field vision right here. Great block, break tackle, and then knows he can get out of bounds and have another play before the break of the first quarter. So great awareness by Williams to get out of bounds.
Trying to take all the momentum they can is Sioux Falls. From the 25, and that is the end of the first quarter of play. Looks like they didn't say he went out of bounds. That's a 7-all ball game, but Sioux Falls knocking on the door at the end of the first frame. You're watching the Simulation Football League on YouTube, presented by APM Music. Chris Curtis, Wade Phillips in the broadcast booth with you. Cameron Irvine on the buttons back at SFL HQ, welcoming you to week 1 of season 21 in the Simulation Football League. I formation for Sioux Falls from the 25 of Houston as they start off the second quarter in field goal range. Tyree, handoff. Williams gets taken down right at the line of scrimmage. Great open field tackle to bring him down as well. That's about as good as it gets from Zed Markov.
It is, because they needed that point of impact tackle, because on the past few runs to the outside, he's broken those tackles and picked up extra yards.
2nd and 10 for Sioux Falls. Toss play. Williams again. To the outside he goes. Another stiff arm, but he's taken back to the line of scrimmage on the hit. Stiff arm did nothing. He only gains a yard.
And Vernon Brothers right there. Great job hitting him and knocked him back a few yards out of bounds. So they get the, solid loss to force the offense to have to scramble and have a 3rd and 9.
3rd and 9, you got to get it to the 15 for the first down. Bunch right for Tyree. Williams in the backfield. Looking to throw it. Throws to the outside, puts it in Williams' hands. Doesn't get through the first tackle, and it's another one for Houston to get the stop they needed. Fantastic work. They're going to force a field goal attempt from Zasha Black.
And an excellent stop by Houston's defense to force a field goal attempt, because they were starting on their own on the 40-yard line, and it looks like they are going to get it.
They are. It's going to be right down the middle. 10-7 on a 36-yard attempt. 6 plays, 22 yards, and they get 3 to at least take the lead.
So now we're looking at Houston having to strike back, at least get a field goal, but we'll see if they can get a long drive like they had on their first drive.
There's no turnovers as of yet for either side. Haven't seen either quarterback make a very bad mistake. And there's been no fumbles either, so that'll be at least something to take some positive notes out to the sidelines. Back deep is Greg Corky. He'll have it a yard deep in the end zone. He'll bring it out to about the 15, to the 20, spin at the 17, to the 21, and he'll get taken down at the 25-yard line of Houston. Good return, and here comes the Headhunters offense one more time, brought out by Dave Burr.
And it looks like GP Wells on that return.
Yeah.
It looks like they're going to try to trot him out as many times as they can to get him involved.
Yep, as they should. GP Wells, definitely an ability-filled back. No doubt about that. Him and Josh Slapp, pretty good 1-2 combination.
That's right.
On that side. Dave Burr's ready to go for this next drive. Trying to get the better of 2 3-and-outs. They've had 2 of them in a row here after scoring on their first possession. Handoff through the middle. That is going to be Josh Slapp. A couple of yards going forward. It's a 5-yard gain. They'll say 6, 2nd and 4.
Had room to run and a pretty solid pickup on first down to pick up 6 and make it a 2nd and 4. So, opens up the field, opens up the playbook, and now they can really pick something to use.
Burr again, this time in the eye. Just got a 4-3 look from Sioux Falls. Heavy set look on offense from Houston. It'll be an off-tackle run. Slapp gets through the first level, gets to the second level, and is taken down at the 39-yard line. 1st and 10 for Houston.
And that off-tackle run sets up solid blocking right there. Great chip block by 82, and then gets through that first tackle attempt, and then picks up extra yards, picks up the first down and some.
Yeah, that will work. That will definitely work for Houston. That was Jonte Cook, the backup wide receiver for Houston, that set the edge on that block. I formation again. This one's going to be another chance for Josh Slapp. First down again after a broken tackle. They cannot bring him down on first contact, and Slapp is loving all of the yards he's getting from it.
Yeah, he is, because he's averaging 5.1 yards per carry on 9 carries, and he's really been able to gash the defense of Sioux Falls today early and often, and we'll see if they can get GP Wells involved, that'll keep him fresh all game. So it'll be interesting to see if they can really accentuate this 2-headed monster. They
haven't been spectacular runs from Josh Slapp, but what they have been is they've been efficient and they've been clutch when it's needed. Spin move coming out of the line of scrimmage. It's a 5-yard gain for Slapp. I think that was a little generous on the yard count, but it'll be 2nd and 5 regardless.
Agreed, and I think that's kind of a theme we're going to see is those kind of generous spots. But, hey, great for offenses. The defensive coaches are going to hate it.
Yeah, no kidding. Offset eye, another heavy set look. Tight end to the left and tight end to the right. Motion man. That's Jonte Cook, the motion man to the right. Handoff. That's the fullback, and that is a 2-yard gain. Not much to it. That's Jalen Wells, his first rush of the game.
Tried to get Jalen Wells involved. Got him a couple yards like you mentioned, but, hey, they'll try to keep him honest, because if they're just teeing off on the halfback, you can really get some misdirection with that fullback.
3rd and 3. Big 3rd down defensively for Sioux Falls. Crowd getting loud, trying to will their team to a stop. Handoff. First down. That is GP Wells through the right side, and he's going to have it to the 25-yard line in Houston territory.
And right there, he followed Jalen Wells. Jalen Wells got a pancake block on that. Watch this. Boom. And now gets the first down, and they are looking like they are a well-oiled machine.
Sorry, 35 in Sioux Falls territory. Misspeak on that. Either way, 1st and 10. They're in field goal range at this point for Sonny J if they need it. What a nice drive from Houston to answer. Burr backs it up, throws left side. That one's caught. A diving grab. They're going to say a 6-yard completion tough catch, and it worked out. DR Sim over there making things look easy.
That's right. Laid out for it. DR Sim laid out, caught it, and was able to get up, almost got started again, but they touched him before he could get started. But good, tough 6 yards.
I formation look. 2nd and 4. Handoff through the left side. Another one for Slap. Breaks a tackle, first down and more. Out to about the 18-yard line. And Slap does it again. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Does it again. Another consistent first down. Great vision. Took that inside hole, bounced in, and picked up just enough to get the first and more. And now they are comfortably in territory that they can bust out anything that they want to get a touchdown.
5 and 15 left in this second quarter. Houston knocking on the door. Handoff again through the middle. The run game is working, so why stop it? Oh, it's Josh Slap. How did he get through that pile at the line of scrimmage? 1st and goal for the Headhunters as Josh Slap works a Houdini act to get him a new set of downs.
Now you see me, now you don't. He disappeared in the pile. Watch this. Stays up, stays strong, breaks a tackle, goes on his way, almost gets another block by Mike St. Green, but great, amazing play to pick up the 1st and goal. I almost thought he would hit Pater and we'd see the best play of the week already.
Sheer determination from Josh Slap sets up the Headhunters. 1st and goal. Trying to get into the end zone. Burr back to throw. Throws short. Crossing pattern. Gets him 3. And it will be DR Sim who gets him 2 yards away from Pater.
2 yards away. And now I'd like to see him run something. Maybe to the outside. They've had some pretty good luck on the outside. Sioux Falls has kind of shut down the middle a little bit. But, if they can do something right here, go to that left side, we'll see.
Trying to keep them out is the Sioux Falls crowd. Toss play. You called it, partner. He's in! That's a touchdown for Josh Slap. Give the Headhunters back the lead.
And there it was. Called it. You called it as well, and we got that touchdown for him. I like to say I set the curse for, unfortunately. I'm sorry. I should have not said anything, but unfortunately, Houston gets the touchdown, and they went exactly like we called, and it just hat on hat and walks into the end zone.
13 rushes on the day for Josh Slap. He's got a touchdown to go with close to 85 yards on the ground. Been a good day so far. Sonny J adds on the extra point, and it's a 14-10 score line with 4:15 left here in the second quarter.
They respond with the touchdown, so now we've got a little bit of shootout. We had a couple of punts. Now we got a few scores. We'll see what happens on this next drive.
Man, a little over 4.5 minutes gone off the clock from that drive. 11 plays, 76 yards. That's the kind of drive that Houston likes to have, those methodical ones they move downfield with. This will be returnable to the 25 to the 27-yard line, and that is where they will start this drive out. Good work from Ryan Davis on the return.
Yeah, it sets them up in decent field position on the 27 of their own side of the field, and we'll see if Sioux Falls wants to really maybe hurry up this early, maybe?
Maybe. All 3 timeouts still exist for both teams right now. Offset I formation for Tyree. Handoff on the draw play. It's a good one. 2nd and 6. And it remains 14-10 for Williams.
And yeah, they pick up the 4. They're going to kind of play this a little easy, and we'll see if they can maybe run the defense out a little bit longer and maybe try to get them for a turnover on the next defensive possession.
One wide receiver off to the right. Heavy set I formation look for the Sparrows. Tyree with the football. Toss to the right-hand side. It's Williams. Going to try to spin out of it, but he's driven backwards. They're going to give him a generous spot on forward progress. 3rd and 1 coming up, and I think that might be an error on the spot, but either way, that's where it's at.
Yeah, all the generosity right there, because I thought maybe it was 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, but hey, 3rd and 1, we'll see what they do.
2 to the left. Hand off again for Williams. Has the room, has the lane, has the first down. Going to try to break the tackle, but can't do it. Good open field tackle again. Something Houston's been pretty good at so far, but Sioux Falls gets the first down.
Yeah, they got the first down, but limited it to the first down. Houston's defense did, and they have to do more of that because Williams was getting some pretty hefty averages on at 5 yards per carry earlier.
13 carries, 50 yards for Williams. He's had an okay day at the office. That's going to be through the left side, but can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Make it 48 yards on 14 carries now, 2nd and 12.
I don't know what he saw inside. I don't know if it was a called pitch that runs inside, but yeah, that inside run just got bottled up early, and then they stopped him for the loss of 2.
2nd and 12. Chance for Tyree. Tyree wings it over the middle. That one's caught. That's a gorgeous ball. What a catch. What a throw. And that is A.J. Warren with the grab, 1st and 10 for the Sparrows.
Right there's the pass offense played to perfection. Threaded the needle, and it was right where the receiver could only catch it, caught it, stayed strong on the hit, and came down with it for the first down. That's absolute money right there.
Put a radar clock on that ball. That was fired by Julian Tyree. What a bomb that was. 1st and 10. 2 to the left, 1 to the right, and that'll get us to the 2-minute warning. 120 seconds left to the locker rooms. It's a 14-10 score. Houston out in front. Game's been pretty good with fireworks so far. Looks like we may get more of that. Under center. Williams is in the backfield. Toss play, left side. That's a stiff arm. Good work to the 35, the 30. Down the left sideline to the 27-yard line. They'll say the 26 for Williams. 1st and 10 well into Houston territory.
And the zone coverage right there. You would think they'd have a decent matchup with the zone, but broke the tackle, so they had a hat on him, but he breaks the tackle and picks up even more yards. I thought maybe if he stiff arms right there, picks up even more, but hey, they'll take the big gain, and now they're sitting with a first down in good territory.
Yep, 14-10 it remains. Minute 54 left in this game, or this first half. Offset eye, Williams is in the backfield as the deep back. Tyree moves left, brings the pocket with him, throw of the middle, and it's picked off! Back the other way! This is a lot of room for the linebacker to move down the field, and he's taken out of bounds. Oh, what a play to bring it back the other way. It's Jason Peace, the linebacker, who turns the ball over and gives Houston new life.
And he snatched that. Watch this. He goes up for it. Goes up, gets it, just like a receiver, a tight end out there. And then the wherewithal to pick up extra yards on the return. So he takes it almost to midfield on the return from, I'd say, the 10-yard line to the 15-yard line.
Yeah.
So excellent situational awareness to get them there. And now Houston, with 1:44 left to go, has a chance to put some more points on the board.
Give that man some oxygen. A lot of running for the big man. 14-10 it remains. Houston just shy of midfield. All 3 timeouts will exist with them. Toss play, right side. Spin move for Slap, and he'll get himself 8 yards, 2nd and 2, as the clock continues to tick down.
And I think with that 8-yard gain, I think they're confident and comfortable enough just to kind of run it and take, if they have to, just 3 points, because I think they're confident enough in their offense that they think that they can get down there far enough to where they can either score a touchdown or kick a field goal.
2nd and 2. 83 yards on the day. 45 of those yards were after the first hit. I formation. Looking like another run potentially, and it is. Slap, first down. Gets enough to go forward. First timeout called by Houston.
And that was a good call to call that timeout right then. They pick up the first down, and now they can kind of talk it over, come up with a play that maybe, get some decent yards, or maybe come up with a strategy that has a few plays in it.
Got to get it to the 33-yard line for a first down. Wide receiver in motion, 5 on the play clock. Burr over the middle, wings it, and it's nearly intercepted. Man, that was close, but a big-time drop by the secondary, and it nearly brought it back the other way. Jay Ringel, the free safety, nearly jumped that route.
Yeah, and I think his eyes went about as big as dinner plates right now because he saw that ball, gets some skin on it, but unfortunately can't come up with it because I think he's got some running room on that if he gets it.
Man, a lot of momentum carried on that ball. If Sioux Falls is able to get that ball away from Houston. Burr over the top, tipped and incomplete. Another one that nearly found the hands of a Sioux Falls defender. Now it's third down.
Yeah, that time it looked like a lob fade or something, but John Barnhart got to it, got his hand on it, and nothing going on that pass play.
Third and long. Minute left in this first half. Clock is stopped. Bunch left formation for Houston. Bottom of your screen, I believe that's Mike St. Green down there. Burr moves the pocket left, throws, caught, first down and more, out to the 25-yard line. Houston calls their second timeout, and don't look now, they have it well within field goal range.
That's right, and that's exactly what the doctor ordered. They picked the spot, they had the rollout, so he cleared the space. It looked like the defense could have got to him, but just wasn't fast enough to get to him, but found the open man at first down.
2 to the right, 1 to the left again. Nickel look on defense for Sioux Falls. Burr backs it up, 5-step, throw right side, caught. Good little inside post pattern that has them first and goal. Houston takes their final timeout.
And that was a great time for the post. He got it and then sprung enough just to break enough of the tackle to get even more yards, churn out some extra yardage on the play, and now they're sitting pretty with really good field position.
I believe that was Mike St. Green on the grab there. Now they have 2 to the left. I formation look. They're not going a heavy set yet. Throw short out of the backfield. Good looking play, but not enough to get him free. They go no huddle with 39 seconds left, trying to punch it in from the 3-yard line. Burr throws short and picked off. Back the other way. Terrell Davis has room to go. He's got to break this tackle. He cannot get it out to the 24. What a grab. Sioux Falls turns it over and it takes the momentum with them.
And Houston had been playing with fire that whole drive. They had multiple deflections by the defense, and that time Terrell Davis said, no more. I'm going to take that and almost take it to the house, but right there, the offense did just enough to stop him. But wow, how about that momentum shift?
Sioux Falls has all 3 timeouts, still 29 seconds left in this first half, and both teams drawing out this first half about as much as can be expected. 14-10 Houston, but Sioux Falls has all the momentum right now after a huge defensive stop. I formation for Julian Tyree. Hand off to Williams. Going to try to work it through the middle. He'll get 6, 2nd and 4. The clock continues to run, and I think Sioux Falls is fairly content with letting it run as they're not in no hurry to take a timeout.
Yeah, and I'm kind of agreeing with them because they can take momentum into the half with getting that big pick. Hey, if they have a run right here that springs for a big one, hey, that's even better. But, play it safe, no interception territory plays, and now it looks like they're just going to run it into halftime.
That's exactly what they're going to do. So Houston goes into the locker room a 14-10 leader, but Sioux Falls, man, oh man, how interceptions can change this game, 1 apiece for both sides, and we go into the locker room a 1-possession game. Sioux Falls gets the ball back when we go into the second half, but Wade, give me your halftime thoughts getting into the locker room about a game that's been really back and forth, momentum not staying either way.
That's right, and really it's kind of been a story of the running games because Sioux Falls has been able to run all over the defense with Jason Williams, but they just haven't had the best luck with the passing game. And then both teams get the big interceptions in the red zone to flip the script because it looked like both squads were going to score on those last 2 drives, and really heads up play by the defense to stop deep in the territory for both these squads.
Sioux Falls, the only team with a sack on the stat sheet so far. Williams, your player of the half. I think it's well-deserved. 17 attempts, 77 yards, and a touchdown. But Josh Slapp also doing well, 78 yards on his side of the field as well. Both teams' premier running backs have been doing very well in the individual stat categories.
That's right. Yeah, both these running backs have been having really good days, and it'll be interesting to see if they keep leaning on the run games throughout the ball game and see if they can rack up over a century.
Sioux Falls about to get this ball. We welcome you back to Liberty Park for the start of the third quarter of play. Chris Curtis, Wade Phillips in the broadcast booth with you for week 1 of season 21 in the SFL. This is from the 4-yard line, returnable, and getting it back to the 29-yard line, the backup tight end Mays. And here comes Sioux Falls offense, Julian Tyree and company back out on the field.
So let's see. Do we see more of the Jason Williams show and see if they just keep running it out there and see if Houston can stop them, or are they gonna, go to the air and see if they can beat them that way?
Offset I formation, 2 to the right, 1 to the left for the Sparrows from the 29-yard line. Tyree on first down, wings it left, crosses body, and he's got a catch out there to the 45-yard line roughly. It's A.J. Warren again, his third catch.
And right there, the cross field throw is always dangerous. But right there were 3 Houston defenders in the area. So a bold throw, but gets the completion. And now they've got some good territory to work with in a first down.
You saw Kai Cash in there, got there just a bit late on the hit to try to knock that ball away. Couldn't work. And now Sioux Falls has it near midfield. 1 to the right, 1 to the left, offset I, handoff for Williams for his first run of the second half, and he'll get 5 yards, no further than that, to the, I didn't see the yardage. Either way, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, 2nd and 5. I'd say near midfield, would you say?
Yeah.
And so we'll see if they just continue to press on with the run.
Just past midfield into Houston territory is where they're at, the 49-yard line. Tyree has the football. Handoff Williams. Going to try to cut it back inside. He will get a couple. Make it 3rd and 2 coming up. Now Houston has a chance to really steal some momentum by forcing a 3 and out if they can get it.
Houston did a great job playing contain on the outside, forced him inside, and didn't get enough for the first down. Holds him to a 3rd and short. And now we'll see if Houston's defense can stand up strong and get a stop here.
High formation. Tyree is under center. It's Eddie Maddox, the backup tight end, in motion. Looking like a run to the outside like it was previously. We'll see. Nope, between the tackles. Trying to get there, and he can't do it. Williams is taken down one more time. And what a play by Al Ingram III to force a 3 and out. Sioux Falls will punt.
Came up huge in a big play. Al Ingram got the big stop right there, forces the 4th and 2, and now they've got a punt. Great heads-up play by the safety to get that stop.
Waiting for the return and immediately hit is Greg Corky out to the 12-yard line. No further than that. Good work by the Sioux Falls defense. Nathan Barnett able to get the hit downfield and keep him to about the 12-yard line.
And I've been impressed by Andrew Warren. That's the second punt that he's had today that I've noticed that has been inside the 20s. So great job making Houston have awful field position to start.
1 to the left, 2 to the right. Dave Burr under center. Josh Slapp is the deep back. They'll go his direction on first down. Spin move past 1. A shuffle step past 2, and he'll get 6 yards out of something that looked like it should have been 2 yards. 2nd and 4.
He just did not want to go down right there. I think he evaded about 3 tackles on that play to pick up a very hard 6 yards, because that got him almost to an average of 6 yards per carry.
Just shy of 100 yards on the day, trying to get to the century mark. Toss play. Slap. Has some room to work, but not much. Make it 3rd and 2, and a mirror situation as Sioux Falls on defense faces a 3rd and 2, much like Houston did 1 drive ago.
Yeah, and we'll see who bends first. If Houston can break through the defense and pick up a first down, or if Sioux Falls defense can stay strong. We'll see.
Offset eye look. Heavy set as well. Do they go to slap here? They do not. They go the fullback, and he's got it. Oh, what a play. Jalen Wells has the first down for Houston, and they move the chains on a huge third down fullback run.
And we've called his name in the blocking game. We've called his name one time before with a carry, but right there, no bigger carry for him or play for him than that first down.
4-point spread, 6:43 left in this third quarter. Bunch right formation for Dave Burr. Through the middle. That's a chance for Slap again. He's had a good day. 8 more yards on the tally. 2nd and 2.
So far, both of these squads have had very impressive run games today, but you'd like to see the defenses maybe be able to shut them down. But hey, when you're rocking 2 great running backs at a time out there, it's hard to stop.
103 on the day for Slap. He's up over the century mark. I formation, another heavy set look on 2nd down. They're going for the first down here. Going to try to get it. That is through the middle. Josh Slap has enough for the first down. That was actually GP Wells on the carry, but he gets enough for it. 1st and 10 again for the Headhunters.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try to keep Josh Slap a little, more fresh in this second half. That time GP Wells got the first down. You like to see it because those two are very talented backfield mates.
5 wide on first down for Burr from the 36-yard line. Burr downfield. It's tipped and incomplete. Oh, what a throw. DR Sim had a hand on it. Couldn't bring it down. 2nd and 10.
Wow, and I thought if he brought that down, that would be just an amazing catch because there were at least 2 Sioux Falls defenders over there in his territory, in his face, but couldn't come down with it, and it was a great defensive effort as why.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Single back look for Houston. Handoff, Slap again. Breaks through 1, trying to get through 2. Not going to happen. Wall set up by the Sparrows at the 2nd level. Slap gets taken down after only a 3-yard gain.
And that was a good job by Sioux Falls defense right there to stay strong and force just not much of a gain right there. They need more of that today if they're going to get this victory because they're running out of time.
3 to the right, single back formation, 3rd and 7. Throws over the middle, it's incomplete. Sioux Falls defense does the job again. Jay Ringgold on the pass deflect, 4th and 7, and Houston will punt it away.
And the defenses stand strong both times in this second half so far. They've forced a punt, and now we'll get to see Houston's special teams see where they can pin the Sioux Falls offense and see where they start from.
Kick is up and gone. Returnable, but it'll be a fair catch called for at the 26-yard line by Ryan Davis, and that's where Sioux Falls will begin this next drive. Sioux Falls has been Jekyll and Hyde on offense so far today, really as has Houston. One of these teams has another good drive in them, know that. It's just a matter of which one and how soon. As you see the man of the hour, Jason Williams behind Julian Tyree. Williams has had a heck of a day so far, as has his counterpart, Josh Slap on the other side. 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls. Left side, tipped and incomplete. Flag on the play. They're probably going to hit him with a DPI. Looks like it here.
Yeah, just unfortunate right there. They get it, but that was a great, play, penalty notwithstanding, because it looked like the defensive lineman was going to get to him, and I don't know about that. He might have breathed on him too hard. I might have got him on the shoulder, but
Yeah, that's a tough call because it looks like he does make contact, but it's hard. It's up to the naked eye to determine whether it was on time or it wasn't. Brady Clark, either way, gets his 2nd DPI call of the game, and it sets up Sioux Falls with a decent gain after that to the 36-yard line. Offset eye again. Over the middle. That one is well overthrown, but another pass interference call, 2 in a row on the Houston secondary, it looks like. And it is. It's not Clark again, is it? It's 45 this time Man, they are shooting themselves in the foot. Garrett Evans, the linebacker, gets in the way that time.
Yeah, they are definitely not helping themselves. They've had a couple of good plays, but it's been helped by their defensive interference to not let the receivers get to the ball.
Now Sioux Falls just shy of midfield. Eddie Maddox moving to the outside. Stacking up receivers on the left side of the formation. Tyree throws that direction, a one-handed grab. What a completion. A.J. Warren with the acrobatic catch of probably the week.
Yeah, and that's another one that he got. He got one earlier and gets another one right here, and that's just a dime right there. Put it right where he needed to, and actually might have been a little too far out, but hey, doesn't matter for A.J. Warren. He gets out there with one paw, brings it down, and picks up a first down.
OBJ-esque that catch was from A.J. Warren. Split backs formation, 2 to the left. Tyree looks to throw it, moves the pocket, throws left side, caught at about the 12-yard line, dragging a defender to the 10-yard line, out of bounds. Kay Marion, first time we've called her name in a bit.
That's right. We call her name. She gets a huge first down, gets right and just stops right there, gets this great catch and picks up enough to put him well within, striking distance of the end zone. And now Sioux Falls looking pretty on offense, and we'll see if Houston can respond and maybe get a stop here.
1st and 10. Remember, Houston had the ball at the 3-yard line at the end of the first half, and Sioux Falls came up with an interception. Maybe Houston has something up their sleeve for that as well. Zone look on defense. Tyree is in the gun, has the football. It is a handoff to Williams. He'll get himself 3, 2nd and goal coming down to the 7.
Yeah, and that's a play that kind of puts you a little closer, but still keeps it to where your play calls are a little bit limited by the short field where you've got that back of the end zone as another defender. So
high formation look, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw it. Right side, caught, and what a clothesline hit. Loss of yardage on that. Williams taken down behind the line. 3rd and goal coming, and that makes their job a little bit more difficult as they're stopped at the 9.
Yeah, and that was phenomenal tackling by the defensive back to get that back there and get the stop in the backfield, because if he breaks that, that's a touchdown.
Does Tyree go end zone here? That's the question. Do they try to get it closer for 4th down?
I'd be going end zone.
Movement along the line. 3 to the left. Tyree looks, throws, right side, it's caught! That's a touchdown! Perfectly done. A.J. Warren again gives the Sparrows the lead.
And he caps it off, got the amazing one-handed catch, and then hits pay dirt. And so, wow, pays off the confidence of Julian Tyree to pick him, and goes that inside corner. It looked like the defender was there, but just out of position just by a little bit. But amazing play by the offense, and now Sioux Falls puts themselves ahead. After the pending point, could be up 3.
Zashio Black add the extra point onto this to make it a 3-point game. Snap good, hold good. Kick up and on the way. It's off to the right a little bit, but it is up and through. So a 3-point lead for Sioux Falls. How about that misdirection in that play? You send Joseph Bodette into motion to the left side of the formation, thinking he may be the focus. They've gone to him one other time before today. And then you go to the opposite side. A.J. Warren isolated on the right side of the field, letting their playmakers make plays, are the Sioux Falls Sparrows. And we are underway again, 1st and 10, as that ball will fly out of the end zone.
Yeah, and I say that's definitely Tyree trusting in the playmakers to do their job, and the great play misdirection, like you mentioned, that caught him off guard because they might key on him, and then they split it out there and hit up Warren.
Yep, put him one-on-one with just about anybody in the league. He's going to come out a winner. Ball in the 20 for Houston. 3-point spread, 3:08 left in this first quarter. Or this third quarter, sorry. Fullback moves from left to right. Looking to throw it. Burr, left side, caught. One-handed grab again. Couple of really acrobatic catches. DR Sim likes what he sees. You can see the head bob. 1st and 10.
Yeah, you know, when you look that good, making a one-handed catch, you know you get that picture on a poster. Ooh, just got it. And then stayed strong to get hit by the defender. So to hold on to it, come up with a one-handed catch and held on, amazing catch.
Just shy of 3 minutes left, 2:48 left in this third quarter. Bunch right formation, one down at the bottom of your screen as well. I believe that's Sim down there. Looking to throw it. Burr floats one up top. That's caught. And it's going to be to the right-hand side. Not much to it, but it is something for Mike St. Green, who has his first catch in a little while.
And they go underneath to Mike St. Green. He picks up almost a first down, 9 yards on the play, but, you know, they stick to him. 3 receptions for 53 yards on the day for him. So big plays each time he gets it.
Yeah, that was the shortest catch of the day at 9 yards. 2nd and 1. Heavy set look. One at the bottom of your screen is Sim. Toss play. Chance for slap. Broken tackle past 1. Can't get past 2. He'll get taken down, but he does get enough on a generous spot for a first down. I have a feeling the sideline will be taking a look at that.
I mean, you would have to right there. I mean, how can you not just throw that hanky out there and get another look? Come on, guys.
Nothing doing. They're not going to do it. 4 wide, empty set formation for Houston on 1st and 10. They've taken a shot out of this formation before, something similar to it. Motion man. That's Corky moving left to right. Looking to throw it. Burr over the top. That's caught. First down and more. Out to the 36-yard line. Another nice grab by the Houston receiver to bring it to a new set of downs.
And right there, they went to the tight end. That was Bovine right there, It looked like. And picks up the huge first down to set him up. And now it looks like Sioux Falls' decision to not challenge that play could come back to haunt him.
Tiberius looking like he was looking for a steakhouse. Looking to throw it. Left side. It's incomplete. That was very dangerous. Nearly taken away by Sioux Falls. There were 2 Sparrows with their hands on it, including John Barnhart at the corner.
Yeah, it looked like I had the best look at John Barnhart right there. It looked like he had 2 mitts on it, but couldn't come down with it. But, you know, if he catches that, he's still running.
Houston in field goal range, or at least long field goal range, to try to tie this one up at the very least. 2nd and 10 for Burr and company. Motion man moving right to left. Burr backs it up. 3-step drop. Throws right-sided deep. It's caught. Mike St. Green, but he stepped out of bounds. Oh, man, I think they're going to have a second look at this, but it looked like it was good from here, and that's exactly what Houston's sideline is saying as well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he caught it, toe drag, 2 feet, inbounds. I think it's a completion, but I'm not with my head inside the booth, so.
We will see. Retroactive look brought to you by Retroid. Here's Burr's throw. Nice little sidearm action. That is definitely 2 feet. 1, 2. There's 3. No doubt that's a catch and a first down inside the red zone for Houston.
Yeah, if he had 4 feet, he got them all down because he got 1, 2, 3, and then that last 4 that I think was in front of the line. So, yeah, great challenge and great decision by the officials to overturn that.
Yes, absolutely agreed. And this is perfectly done by Mike St. Green. His 4th catch. He's had big catches on all 4 of them. 1st and 10 for Houston. 17-14 Sioux Falls with a minute left in this third quarter. But Houston is knocking on the door with a chance to take back the lead. Looking for our 4th lead change of the day. 1 to the left, 2 to the 3 to the right. Burr throws, end zone, it is caught, touchdown, Houston, the Headhunters take back the lead. It's Mike St. Green.
Wow, and I'm not going to lie, partner, I thought that was an interception. I was waiting for the interception words to come out, but that is an amazing catch by Mike St. Green to fool me because I thought he had no chance, but he just stayed strong with the ball and wrestled that ball away for the touchdown. Amazing catch.
Headhunters 20 right now, could be 21 after the extra point. Sonny J on to add on the extra point. Snap good, hold good. Kick is a little bit left, but it is through, and it's a 4-point lead for the Headhunters with a minute left in this third quarter.
Wow, just fireworks again. And this game has been nonstop. We've seen a couple of punts today, but just been nonstop action today for both these squads.
What a way to kick off the SFL 4K23 era. No doubt about that. A yard deep in the end zone. It's Ryan Davis, I believe, on the return, coming back the other way. Nope, it's the tight end. And it's a fumble! Oh, it's going to be Houston falling on top of it, and they keep the football.
Wow. And it looked like a backup got it on the special teams play. The fumble, watch this. Where somewhere, boom, right there. And just picks it up off the bounce and picks up. Now they're on the, 22-yard line. Now Houston very much threatening to score again.
Oh, man. Miles Portis is kicking himself. No doubt about that. I think it was actually Jatavion Sanders, the tight end, who picked it up for Houston, if I'm right. Either way, 1st and 10 for Houston. Now they have a chance to put some separation between them and Sioux Falls off the quick change. That slap coming through. Couple of yards, get it out to the 20-yard line, 2nd and 7, and they've gotten back in the red zone.
And I think they can kind of afford to play just a little bit conservative. Just try to feel out this defense and get another score. Last time they had just a great bang-bang play in the end zone on the pass to Mike St. Green.
2nd and 7, heavy set look. Looking like a toss play. It is. Breaking through the tackle. His slap has room on the outside. Gets the first down at the 11-yard line. They're going to say to the 10, 1st and goal for Houston.
And there it is. They stay on the ground and stick with what they've been doing all day. Those tosses, the pitch and toss game has been very effective, and they have 121 yards for slap tonight, just on, I'd say, predominantly on pitches and tosses.
1st and goal. 21-17 Houston, and that will gearing us to the end of the third quarter. Put your 4s up. It's the end of the third, along with all of our memorable SFL numbers. 21-17 Houston. We'll pause for station identification. We'll be right back here. It's the SFL on YouTube. Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Back inside Liberty Park, 21-17 Houston. Houston knocking on the door to extend this lead. It would be the first 2-possession lead of the game for either side if they can get it. Chris Curtis, Wade Phillips in the booth with you from the 10-yard line in Sioux Falls territory. Burr has the football, backs it up, moves a little bit left, pressure coming, throws middle of the end zone, tipped and incomplete. Very dangerous. Levy was the first one to get a hand on it. It's 2nd and goal.
And normally you do not want to throw it anywhere near AJ Levy. And that time they thought they'd target him, and it did not end up as bad as it could have. But that time, incomplete, but just dangerous throwing anywhere near in that vicinity.
Don't do it again. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. Handoff. That slap through the middle. Busts his way forward and he's in. That's a touchdown. He rolled over the defender. The knee never hit the ground, and Houston has a touchdown.
Wow. And I'd like to see if Sioux Falls maybe, challenges this, but wow, amazing play. Gets stopped at about the 5, and momentum carries him in. You mentioned it, rolls in. Wow, just an amazing touchdown right here. And Houston well ahead, 10 up, and then possibly 11 up, barring the point after.
Man, 2-possession game, and what a time to get it. Josh Slapp comes through with a nasty run over the middle of the field. Sonny J adding on the extra point. It is up, and it is through. And an 11-point game now. How things have turned. Sioux Falls, with their backs up against the wall, will get the ball back on offense.
Yeah, Sioux Falls has to respond because they had the unfortunate fumble on the return, but then their defense, being not fresh, considering they were just out, gives up the touchdown. So Sioux Falls has to do something right here on offense.
This will be a chance for Ryan Davis, the return. through the middle. He'll get it to the 26-yard line. Say the first of a whole slew of games for week 1. Davis, decent on the return there. I highly doubt we will see Miles Portis return another one this game with what happened the last time. Now it's on Julian Tyree, the longtime Sparrow, to try to bring his team back from 2 possessions down. Split backs look. It's Marion at the bottom of your screen. Handoff. Williams, not much to it. 3 yards, and the linebackers swallow him up. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and they're playing safe, which I completely understand, and I would do myself because, I mean, just run that clock out. Don't leave them any time to do anything. Get as many points as you can, but the biggest thing, leave no more time for Sioux Falls to do anything, and Houston's got to do that.
2 to the left. That's a float over the top. That's caught. That is 3rd and inches, very close to a first down, but not quite enough. Came Marion on the grab, but just short of the new set.
3rd and short. Now we're going to see Houston's offense, see if they, go heads up play and try to just blast their way across the line, or if they're going to get fancy and try to pass it.
Looks like they're going to try to blast their way across it. This is a heavy set look. Williams, first down and more. Broken tackle. He's going to have a look to the outside. Kai Cash brings them out of bounds on a big-time open field tackle. 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, and Sioux Falls is having all the luck that they can get today in the run game, and they're going to stick with it. And I understand because, A, it's been working, and why not just keep running him out there and look for a big play, because he's had near touchdown runs a few times today.
Yeah, he's nearly broke him open a couple of times. Another one for Williams. Going to try to work through the middle and a big open field tackle right at the line of scrimmage again. That is Al Ingram who comes up to lay the wood.
Yeah, and they needed that because they need to get stops that keep them in long territory. That way they can't just get a gimme, basically a 1-2 yard play that they need to get a first down.
2nd and 9. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Chance for Tyree, open pocket, thrown, and it's intercepted! Back the other way again! How about that? The linebacker again. I think it's the same one. Jason Peace, his 2nd pick of the game.
Yeah, he did it again. He skied up for it and picked that ball out of the air, and he's just been a menace over there in the linebacker. See, look at that, like a tight end. Just picks it off, has 5 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 44 yards on interception returns.
I expect to see a whole lot of Josh Slapp and GP Wells at this point. 8:12 left in this 4th quarter. It's 1st and 10. Under center. Offset I formation. On the toss to the right. That is a near... No, they're going to give him a generous spot again. 2nd and 1. And Josh Slapp again with 9 yards.
Yeah, and I thought he would get that first down because he's just kind of rumbling, bumbling, stumbling right there. But big play, running hard, but picks up enough to get 9 yards on the play.
Slapp with a $139 on the ground. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I formation again. Movement across the formation, heavy set look. Expect this one to be a slap or possibly a Jalen Wells run. It'll be a slap run. Left side, busts his way forward, and he has enough for the first down. What a fight by Josh Slapp to get enough yards for the first.
And he is just running with purpose and running so hard, because how many times have we seen today him get hit and then just keep going and pick up, 5-6 yards after first contact?
Offset I, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Through the middle, another one for Slapp. Expect to see more of him. 4-yard gain. Every time he touches the ball, it's a positive gain, at least so far. AJ Levy, the safety, comes up to make the stop.
That's right, and it looks like they just continue to milk this clock. They're already approaching about 2 minutes of possession on this drive. We'll see if they can just keep continuing to run this clock down.
They're also on the outside of field goal range as well. Just about. This is going to be Slap again. He gets a couple more yards, make it 3rd and 1, and they will continue to bleed it down.
Yeah, and I mean, it's 3rd and 1, but, I'd say it's fairly safe to say they're within the cusp of field goal range, but, a couple more yards wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, absolutely. They're at the 33 right now. Would be a 50-yarder from this spot for Sonny J. I formation look, hand off, and Slap has a first down, so now it's not even a doubt that they're in field goal range, and they've got 4 tries.
Yeah, gave them some breathing room for that kicking game, and now if they can just keep on chugging away, they'll put 7 on the board.
The way this is going, it seems more and more likely. Seemingly every drive that Houston has had that they've scored on has been methodical. That's a draw play on the shotgun, and a couple yards more make it a 2nd and 8 as Josh Slap gets another carry.
Jason Strongbow did everything he could to stop that play in its tracks to only gain 2 yards, and they needed it because it looked like Slap was just going to get another big gain.
Wells is the only one in the backfield, the fullback. It's 5 wide out here for Dave Burr. Looking to throw it. Throws over the middle, short crossing pattern, and it's a good one. Few yards on it. DR Sim, another catch added to his total for the day.
And the little underneath play to DR Sim gets them enough to get a 3rd and short right here. And we'll see if Dave Burr can add to his stats, or we'll see if they go to the run. It looks like they might go to the run right here.
And yeah, it seems like it would be a pretty worthwhile expedition. They will pass it. Burr throws over the middle. It's caught. First down and goal down to the 4-yard line once more. What a grab over the middle of the field, and it sets him up to knock on the door again.
And Bovine right there, the legend, caught it and stayed strong and got hit and hung on to it and takes them within the 5-yard line. I'd say about the 4-yard line. And now they've got a whole playbook to use, and they can try to get pay dirt here.
A little bit of space to work with as well. I formation, heavy set look, goal line look for the defense. Handoff, Slap, trying to work his way through. He does, and he's in for the touchdown. This 4th quarter has belonged to the Houston Headhunters.
Yes, and I'll tell you what, watching the preseason game when Houston just could not get anything going in the ground, but today they have completely flipped that script and have just been running riot today over Sioux Falls defense.
34, going to be 35-17 as long as the extra point has no issues. Sonny J will see to that here in a moment. 4:44. That's a masterful job of clock management as well. About 4 minutes taken off of the clock. We'll see how long here in a second. Jay lines it up. Kick is up, and on the way it is up, and it is through. So how about a 9-play, 54-yard drive with about 3.5 minutes off of the clock in this drive alone? And man, Sioux Falls looking defeated on the sideline there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, could not have been a more perfect play for that drive for that situation for Houston. Because like we mentioned, 3 minutes, 30 seconds off the clock, they get 7. And so now Sioux Falls has to really dig deep and try to get 18 points to tie.
Back 10 yards deep into the end zone. It'll be a touchback as they kneel it down, does Ryan Davis. So Julian Tyree is going to try to pull a rabbit out of a hat here at this point. It is a 3-possession game. Might be a bit too much to ask, but it starts with the first one as they need to get points pretty quickly here. This was looking like it was going to be a barn burner. Looking like this was going to be a heck of a finish, and Houston just put their foot down and said, absolutely not. This is no longer a question about this game. Tyree backs it up, throws over the middle. That one is nearly intercepted again. And guess who? It was nearly intercepted by that same linebacker who nearly made the play, Jason Peace.
He was too excited to get that hat trick. He had it in his hand. He dropped it again, almost had it again on the drop, but then just could not come up with it. That was an amazing play by Jason Peace.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Tyree under center. Williams is in the backfield. I expect they probably won't go to him at this point. They will. It'll be a toss play. Breaks through 1, not through 2, and he gets no yards on it. What a tackle, and they go no huddle. Same formation. Another toss play. Let's see if this one works any better. It does work a little bit better, but not well enough. 4th and 6. Decision time here for Sioux Falls. I'd say they have to go for it.
Yeah, agreed. Unfortunately, they kind of made a bad mistake by running that toss again on the hurry up, but now they've got to get a first down.
Yeah, no choice here. Got to get it done. In the quads look. Thrown left side, tipped and incomplete. It is a turnover on downs. Houston gets the football back, and Al Ingram again making a play.
Yeah, we've called his name a few times today, but right there, played excellent defense to force that incompletion, because if he catches that, he's well past the first down marker, but Ingram stayed strong and forced the incompletion.
Just over 4 minutes left, and now Houston can really work to bleed this clock dry, but they're already within field goal range. Heavy set look, expect to see Slap get this football. Motion man sends one out high left at the top of your screen. Draw play. Slap. Forward. Not much to it. Get him 6 more yards. That's actually GP Wells, 6 yards to add on to his total.
Yeah, it got GP Wells involved right there, and why not? I mean, you've got 2 great backs back there. Keep them fresh, and now they're doing just that. Got 6 yards on the play. Like you mentioned earlier, they get the ball in field goal position, so anything they do right now, I think barring a turnover, they can get some points on the board.
See how they do it. 2nd and 4 coming. Another heavy set look on the horizon. I think the whole stadium knows what's coming here. 3 on the play clock. Toss play. Left side, slap, spin move past 1. Gets the first down. It's 1st and goal for the Headhunters.
And that was great blocking by Houston, but unfortunately, Sioux Falls defense, everyone in the stadium knew it was a run, and they just couldn't get to the ball carrier, and they pick up a first down. But now Houston can do all they want and just milk the clock and see how many points they get on this drive.
1st and goal. Houston going to try to add 1 more score if they can. It's been a heck of a day, heck of a second half for Houston's offense.
That's right. They've been playing lights out this second half.
It's been money for them. DR Sim, top of your screen. I formation. Houston trying to put the exclamation point on a week 1 win. Handoff. Slap through the middle, and it's going to be short of that end zone. But a nice run regardless. Get him 2 yards shy of Pater.
And I think if Jay Ringgold doesn't get in there and lay a hat on him to force that tackle, I think he might be in the end zone because he's carrying that defender. But then the extra man brings him down.
Just a few seconds away from the 2-minute warning, and if I have my thoughts, that would probably be the last play before we get there. 11 seconds left before it. Houston attempting to bleed this clock dry. Under center, do they snap it? They do not. 2-minute warning in Sioux Falls. 35-17. Headhunters out in front in week 1. Now with 2 minutes to go. Houston still trying to put the exclamation point on this. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Houston looking to finish it off. Toss play, slap, breaks past 1, end zone dive and a touchdown. He got in to add insult to injury. Slap's 3rd touchdown of the day.
And he gets the hat trick, and that time he just would not be stopped. Broke that tackle and then just kind of hop, skip, and a jump into the end zone. And right there breaks the tackle, and then it's just a foot race and then dives in. Just an amazing day by Josh Slap. In my opinion, I think he's the player of the day. To me, offensive him, defensive, I've got to say it's Jason Peace.
Oh, yeah.
Just to me, because, 2 interceptions and then Josh Slap, 3 touchdowns, just been automatic today.
Absolutely. Sonny J adds the extra point on, no issue. You got to give a nod to Al Ingram as well, who his plays may not end up on the score sheet, but he made a bunch of plays that put Sioux Falls in very uncomfortable situations on offense, and Ingram definitely deserves credit for some of that. But Jason Pease on the stat sheet, definitely your defensive player of the game for Houston.
Absolutely.
Take a look at stats after this one is all said and done. It'll be a kneel down in the end zone from Ryan Davis, and it remains a 42-17 game with 1:56 left in this fourth quarter.
We'll see if they just continue, if they change up their offense to, pass some more, try to get downfield, or if they just continue to run. We'll see if they try to stick with it.
Ball on the 20. 1st and 10. See what Tyree and company want to do here. Want to let the clock run out, or they want to go for it? Tyree will throw. Tipped and incomplete. Another one heavy over the middle of the field. A.J. Warren, your intended target.
Yeah, and I thought I would see them throw it, but, you never know in the SFL if someone's just going to keep trying to run a dead horse into the ground. But, that time they go to the pass and almost got it intercepted.
You got to work on some things for next week is what Sioux Falls has to do at this point. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Motion man. That is Warren moving from left to right across the formation. Jumps into the slot. Handoff. Play action. Throw. Caught. That is a lot of room for Warren. They put him into motion, and he's got some room to go on the sideline. He'll step out with 1:45 to go and inside field goal range.
And never count him out, but unfortunately, it's looking a little too late. But just why not throw him a ball and let him go to work? That makes it 118 receiving yards for him today. We've seen a couple of fantastic one-handed grabs by him, but that time picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Used both hands and both feet to run that one all the way downfield. 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls in Houston territory, now in field goal range. From the 33-yard line. 1:45 left. Tyree throws again across his body, tipped and incomplete. Another one where there were 3 headhunters in the area, including that man, Jason Pease. He might have had 4 today.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. I mean, he has been everywhere today. And that's, like you mentioned, almost his 4th interception of the day. He's had his hands on 2 that he took the other way, and then the 2 that he dropped. And my goodness, what a stud.
5 wide for Tyree. 2nd and 10, 101 seconds left in this fourth quarter. Looking to throw it. Throws left side. That one's caught by Warren. He'll move, a spin move, and a first down as he gets to about the 20-yard line there. Don't look now, but they take a timeout. They might try to get one added on in garbage time.
Yeah, and I'd say just keep going to Warren. I mean, he's been all over the place, and looks like Tyree's really enjoying him, but we'll see if they can hit pay dirt.
Not a bad day for Tyree. 2 interceptions are really what hurt. 16 for 23 on the day as far as completions. That's not the worst you've seen. Tyree backs it up, moves the pocket again across his body, and it's caught, but not for very much. Caught at the 20-yard line, and that will be Sioux Falls' final timeout of the game.
Right there, they tried to go to the fullback. Cornelius just couldn't get anything. Kind of ran backwards a little bit. That's the second time that's happened to him, but that time couldn't get the first down like he had the first time he caught it.
Sorry, that was their second timeout, 1 remaining for Sioux Falls. Quads look. Dime on defense for Houston, expecting a throw. They'll get a throw. Tyree throwing, caught, first down at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal for the Sparrows. That's their last timeout.
And it was another pass to A.J. Warren. I mean, why not? It looks like he's got the defense that whoever's covering him to just beating him for 142 yards today.
3 to the right, 2 to the left, 5 wide from the 8-yard line. looking to throw it. Tyree backs up, throws, end zone, it's intercepted. Don't tell me. Is that who I think it is? No, it's not. Oh, I thought it was for sure Jason Peace. It was not. It was Mike Bird coming up with the cornerback interception, the third of the day from Tyree.
Yeah, and got tackled out and pushed him out to the 1 yard line. But, just unfortunate to throw that interception. I thought they had with the 5 receivers in the defense calling zone, I thought they might have a look, but unfortunately threw it into kind of blanket coverage and gets the interception. And now Houston's just going to run it out.
Yeah, I mean, as long as they get it out of their end zone, first and foremost. This is prime safety situation if Sioux Falls can get into the backfield. And a handoff. GP Wells gets a few yards back, 6 yards to be exact, and get them out of the shadow of their own end zone, I guess, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, it gives them a little breathing room, I think, to the 6 yard line at this point, but that clock is starting to wind, and they're only, maybe one play away from having a victory here. But that's if they don't get a safety for some reason.
Yeah. 50 seconds to go, clock ticking away. 15 on the play clock, so we should see at least a couple of plays before this one's over. 2nd and 4, they opt not to kneel it at this point. They could get away with that at this point. Plenty of room. Motion man moves to the bottom of the formation. And a flag. And a delay of game. So they decided to just run out the clock. Okay. So it doesn't really matter at this point. 2nd and 7. And with 33 seconds left, that puts them in a spot where they can call one play and be done.
Right. At this point, I just say go to the V formation and just take it.
That's super smart. They do look like they're going to run this. Toss play. Toss is a good one. Get a few yards back. Now it's 3rd and 2, and that is likely going to be your last play of the game.
Yeah, and honestly, it's a little risky, to do that toss in the end zone, because if you have a bad toss, that's a ball laying right there in the end zone. So, but they get it, and now they're just running out the clock.
Well, they did it. Sioux Falls is unfortunately a loser in their home stadium, Liberty Park, where a place where they rarely lose all time. They do succumb to the whim of the Houston Headhunters, 42-17, your final score from South Dakota. Houston 1-0, Sioux Falls 0-1. And Wade Phillips, give me your capping thoughts on a game that, was really a game until it wasn't in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that first half, we had a real barn burner, but second half, it was all Houston all day, and I'd like to say it was probably the Josh Slapp show that second half. Well, let's see. Dave Burr, really good percentages, and the 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Did a good job to not turn the ball over and let Josh Slapp 181 yards really go to
carries
work
as well.
4 touchdowns. My goodness, yeah. And then there's Warren, 142. 8 receptions. Just phenomenal, but just unfortunately couldn't get it done. But, Sioux Falls played great in that first half, just couldn't get it going. In the second half, just could not get their offense going. It looked like they might have leaned on Jason Williams a little too long in the second half and maybe should have abandoned it and gone to the passing game.
Or at least a more thorough mix. But Jason Pease, your defensive player of the game, no doubt about that.
No doubt.
There was double-digit tackles on both sides as well. A.J. Warren, your leading receiver, with 142 yards. And then D.R. Sim, also very good as far as that goes, as well as he was close to double-digit receptions on that side. But a good game all told. Houston takes the win. They're 1-0. Sioux Falls 0-1 as we put a cap on things in South Dakota. For Wade Phillips and Cameron Irvine, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night. We'll see you for the rest of the week 1 slate at the convention in Cincinnati, Ohio. This is good night and goodbye.